In the late 12th century, Japan was a land divided. The imperial court, seated in the capital of Kyoto, was struggling with corruption, and the country was torn apart by the rising power of local clans. It was a time of war, betrayal, and shifting allegiances. Amidst this chaos, a man would rise to unite the warring factions. His name was Minamoto no Yoritomo, and his legacy would shape Japan for centuries to come. Yoritomo was born in 1147 into the powerful Minamoto clan. As the son of Minamoto no Yoshitomo, a respected general, Yoritomo was destined for a life of warfare. But his early years were marked by tragedy. When Yoritomo was just a child, his father was killed during the Heiji Rebellion, and the Minamoto family was nearly wiped out. Yoritomo was exiled to the remote province of Izu, where he would spend many years in relative obscurity, far from the capital. Though exiled, Yoritomo never gave up on his family's honor. As he grew older, the tides of war shifted. The Taira clan, long rivals of the Minamoto, had gained control of the imperial court, pushing the Minamoto further into the shadows. In 1180, with the Taira growing more tyrannical, Yoritomo saw an opportunity. The call for rebellion echoed across the land, and he rallied support from disaffected samurai, promising to restore the Minamoto to their rightful place. He began a campaign to reclaim his family's legacy, and quickly gained the loyalty of key samurai and military leaders. His first major victory came at the Battle of Ishibashiyama, where his forces struck the Taira and forced them to retreat. The conflict between the Minamoto and the Taira would come to be known as the Genpei War. This 5-year struggle would decide the fate of Japan. The two clans fought fiercely, with battles raging across the country from 1180 to 1185. Yoritomo's military genius and his ability to unite the scattered samurai under his banner allowed him to win crucial victories. But the decisive moment came at the Battle of Dan-no-Ura in 1185. At Dan-no-Ura, Yoritomo's forces, with the help of powerful allies, crushed the Taira navy. The Taira were routed, and their leader, Taira no Munamori, was captured and executed. With their defeat, the Minamoto clan emerged victorious, and the power of the Taira was forever broken. With the Taira vanquished, Yoritomo's ambitions did not stop at merely defeating his enemies. In 1192, after years of consolidating his power, Yoritomo was appointed Sei Taishogun, or shogun, by the emperor. This title, which roughly translates to Commander-in-Chief of the Expeditionary Forces Against the Barbarians, was a military title, but in practice it gave Yoritomo control over Japan's military forces, and by extension, its government. This marked the beginning of the Kamakura shogunate, a military dictatorship that would rule Japan for the next 700 years. Though Yoritomo's reign was relatively short, his legacy was profound. He established the framework for a feudal Japan, where samurai held the real power, and the emperor was reduced to a symbolic figurehead. His establishment of the shogunate in Kamakura set the stage for the bushi, or warrior class, to dominate Japanese politics for centuries to come. The centralized military government he founded would control the nation through various dynasties, shaping Japan's feudal system. Minamoto no Yoritomo, the first shogun, is remembered as a man who transformed Japan's destiny. From exile to emperor's right hand, from military commander to founder of a new order, his rise to power changed the course of Japanese history forever. His name endures in the heart of Japan, and his vision of a military-led nation became the foundation of the shogunate system, influencing the country for generations.